no longer have any...
Not enough! Falcons can only watch.
Falcons no longer have any turrets, just their base standing. Ogwin here gets a face full of damage coming out of Aurora. Lord gets taken down. How does Falcons defend?
They're cleared right now. Kyle's going to be jumping to the front.
Ooh, I really thought Kyle would want a full commit there, but he really just pushed them back so that they can clear the minion waves a little bit better. And yeah, this is going to be a tough climb back for Falcons, and that Aurora need to watch out for, although their frontliners are not going to go down.
Oh, offended coming through. Kyle gets taken down.
What?
The flicker surprises him. Now Ogwin gets cornered. AOG drops in that glorious pathway. Ogwin pops to revitalize as well. In comes Bennyqt. Light kiting the rest of Falcons. Supermarco wailing away, throwing spear after spear after spear, and it's not going to be enough. Aurora's so tanky.
That's the next question. Supermarco did pick up a malefic gun.
Oh.
Here's a conceal. Arrow, though.
That's a white brush. Flushing Marco out. Very low. Does not survive. Karltzy takes him down, and AOG. Karltzy falls. Boys, badly by Light. Trying to space out. Supermarco. In comes the rest of Aurora. Birds takes down Bennyqt. 3 for 1 the trade for the first time in a while.
What?
The Falcons win.
What a turnaround by the Falcons! I thought it was looking so good, but we talked about it. The pickup on the item for Karltzy. He started it, Ogwin answered, and the rest of Falcons followed.
Light tries to buy time, but at the cost of his life. I don't think that was worth it. Just Edward left on the map.
It's just Edward. You have to send Few to heal, handle with the base push. But this is going to get them the Lord. I mean, Team Falcons, you got to remember, they were down 10,000 gold defending their base. And maybe this is where, again, you're looking like, man, I wish this wasn't a Ruby in the gold lane we had.
Cut that lead in half. Nay, cut it in half again. Aurora are now just up barely 3,000. And there's a Lord marching up top.
But right now, Supermarco's locked and loaded. So this Lord will go ahead and march on in. And they're going to be knocking on the base here of Aurora.
You are throwing out prayers and arrows to try and stop Falcons from pushing in. The siege continues as waves crash through top, mid, and bottom. Karltzy ushering waves through mid and bot. The AOG coming in from Ogwin might have pulled the trigger too soon. Lord Pathway in. Bennyqt still alive. In comes Karltzy from the side lanes. Bennyqt and Bennyqt wailing away. Supermarco. It's Light. He's got him, but there's not enough of a support. Not enough artillery. Down goes Light. Put to sleep, and that's all she wrote. Aurora just lose the roamer.
Aurora's not rushing. They want to play for the slower dance.
Could be the 5 million peso SOD.
5 million.
I just pulled that number out of my
I was going to say, where are we getting the 5 mil? 50,000 diamonds.
Can I get some of that? Can I get some of that?
If Marco hits it, yes.
Okay.
Oh no, he's just walking there.
Yeah, he's just walking, yeah. See, they don't want to risk it.
He doesn't want to.
Because they knew if they missed that SOD, and they're banking on that, Aurora's going to win it.
Might as well join this because this is also a beefier Lord, so...
Bennyqt, perfect spot for Bennyqt.
Yeah, Bennyqt.
I don't think Falcons has eyes on that spot. Oh, and they rotate,
Yeah.
They got him now.
All right, Kyle walks in, flushing Bennyqt out of the brush, and the Lord dance continues.
This is going to be a long one right here, especially now.
The waltz.
Yeah, the waltz. Holding it together because, again, you got to kind of calculate this Lord take. It hurts. You know, you got to have a juggled around by multiple members, and you got to watch out because you don't want to overstep this. So neither team really wants to commit to this. You got Supermarco back down on that bottom side. Oh, maybe now is the call to be like, you know what? I will just join with a SOD.
I appreciate the slow dancing, but I would like to see some aggressive crumping now at this point, please. just make it sweaty.
Like step up.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I think Falcons has an opening to rush this with Edward in here in the bottom lane.
Yep.
Oh, Edward's
they
there.
They see that.
But I don't know if they can blitz this Lord, man. I don't think they... Especially without Marco's like, I'm coming up, never mind, I'm going down.
He's playing super macro right now. And this might be the right call for Aurora. For Falcons. Considering that the sheer burst that Aurora has is still on the table, and I think Bennyqt still can survive for a significant amount of time to help set up the damage eventually coming in from Bennyqt. If they can somehow catch Edward out of position, but it's Edward the one who's clearing the lane. Yeah, it's tough for Falcons. They don't want to take the 50-50, so they're trying to find an opening through macro and minion wave control, but it's Aurora. They're so good at that.
Yep. And Aurora know that they can't afford two lanes open because their lineup sucks at clearing waves.
Yeah.
So they would rather win the map first and then work for the fights.
Yeah, one thing to have to consider here for supermarco, there's two blade armors. The two dudes who will be most likely chasing after you, the Lapu Lapu and the Hylos, both have blade armors on them.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to check Kyle though. Couldn't be spotted out here, but again, it's both teams just kind of at the standoff. They don't know if they can full send and take on the Lord here.
All right, Aurora a little scattered for the first time in a while. They actually paid attention to their side of the orange jungle. And now it's Falcons who has control of the majority of the Lord pit. Lord now, at a third of its health, the lowest it's been for the past 2 to 3 minutes. And we get another reset.
Yeah, they don't even want to fully push this because the pressure from Aurora, there's a conceal though.
Coming in from Ogwin, the Mountain Shocker. Lord here at a quarter of its health. The guy gets taken down by Ogwin. Now it's on like Donkey Kong as Falcons collapse.
SOD!
Down goes Ewan, down goes Bennyqt. supermarco finds him. They do pop few, but it's too late. supermarco gets a double and they're wiped out. Aurora off the map. Falcons take him down. No one blinked. No one breathed. The Falcons are on their way to taking game 1.
And with the march into the base, Team Falcons will take game 1.
This is a problem for Team Falcons. They will have to wait for the Moscow timing. Problem is, even if you do reach that point, your team fight has to be perfect. Your final slashes has to be perfect. Fredrin has to tank so many damage against a CC, a Kalea, a Baksha, Kimi, and Granger. And guess what? You might not even have enough damage because there's 2 damage dealers on the side of Twisted Minds.
And that's scary if you're Team Falcons. And looking back at week 1, the first victory that Team Falcons got in Season 16 was against Aurora. In Game 1, they were down by 10,000 gold. At one point, people thought Falcons were out during that time. But supermarco on this Moscow pick, able to defend it twice, make that thrice against Aurora Gaming in that Game 1 victory. They were able to come back and get that series for themselves. And right now down by 7,000 gold in a scenario that they cannot lose. supermarco throws out that SOD, misses the mark. And now Lord is secured for Twisted Minds and another defense yet to happen for Team Falcons. Twisted Minds with a Lord push in the mid lane. Kaltzy fights one.
Flicker, Tsunami Slam as well. flaptzy brought down really well. That's the Arlot gone. One of the major win conditions that they could use to win it. And time runs out. Space. Ogwin with a flicker. Combo entry. supermarco in the back without angle. It's no awkward. No damage. Not enough. Falcons can only watch as Twisted has one more minion wave coming in. Epi the King taken down. Minions are in. Is it enough? It is not. Falcons survive.
Now the Lord just yet. Kaloi already jumped up in the air, but they're not going to be able to get close enough to the Lord. Lanzu with the zone out curtain call, and here comes the damage, but Ogwin in the back. Here comes the SOD. It's going to land. Is it finally going to be a turnaround for Falcons? supermarco? Not shut down. flaptzy down. supermarco still alive, and Team Falcons are fighting into it. Double kill for the bulletproof. Epi the King is holding on, but he gets taken out. Triple kill for the man they call Marco.
The Spears of Vengeance come in clutch for supermarco, and just like what he did in the first victory of Falcons in Season 16, he is able to defend once again against this Lord twice in a row. Clutch defense for Team Falcons. This is going to be the third Lord of the game. Team Falcons already setting up around their purple buff, but a big group up here coming in for Twisted Minds. Still no immortality here for MP the King, and this might just be the most important Lord for Karltzy to be able to secure here. And they're going to hold it down for them this time around. Few sent out to clear out the mid lane. This is going to be really hard to keep them in balance, but they do find Lanzu, but that's not going to land so far.
Guys,
another reset on the Lord.
There's a Wind of Nature in the Kimi, by the way.
Oh. Okay.
Adjustments, bro.
Oh, it's a quick adjustment there by Sean. Let's see if the Wind of Nature, the wind chance, going to come in big time. Ogwin with the conceal already. Spotted out by Lanzu. Twisted Minds still slowing things down. Want to acknowledge it. They take away a big resource from Ogwin. Entry. Few gets caught out. CC immune, but he survives. Crimson Beacon as well. But look at Lanzu into the back. But the turnaround might be real as Ogwin. But Sean lives
Karltzy tries to go to him. Marco with a win chant. Marco trying to hold on. Lansu with a kill out to flaptzy. MP the King going after Marco. Few helping Marco survive.
A 2-for-2 trade and nobody takes the Lord. The jungler for Twisted Minds is still alive, but Karltzy is out for 25. This evolved Lord that snubs everything else that wants to end the game.
Marco though.
Marco on the other side.
He's providing space. Falcons getting zoned out here by Lansu. A one-man zone out by Lansu. This CC has saved it for Twisted. Marco SOD. It lands onto Nasho. Wizard Crown. Immortality also built up, but the double stun. Marco. Kaloi goes in. Marco survives. But look at this Kimmy. Still fighting. Falcons alive. Double for Marco.
And they're gonna clear out this Lord. 5 people still alive for Falcons. They have waited 4 weeks for this moment. Half HP on this Lord. Marco in the clutchest ever he has been. But 30 seconds left on Lansu. Twisted Minds could still be able to defend this.
He wanted to cut it.
What are you doing here, MP?
This might be a massive error. Why would he try to cut it? Why is he trying to buy time? What for? He pulls attention. He gives a kill. Is this going to be worth it, MP the King?
Why did you have to go out? The waves were far pushed in to the side of Team Falcons. That's a waste of a hero over on the side of Twisted Minds. They're still going to have 4 members though, but top and mid, they're going to get shoved.
But this is... But I feel like with what MP King did, 4 people now still alive, defending against Team Falcons. The Lord was in their favor, which meant that Falcons couldn't get anything out of it.
Falcons, for the first time ever in this game, has felt that they are in the lead with the gold lead going to their favor.
Not the Cloud, not again. Final slash, but the entry by Kaloi. He finds the mark, but supermarco able to get away. Everything decides to go after supermarco.
Go the vengeance!
Kyle, Ogwen, find Kaloi, find Sean in the back.
That's out there.
Ogwen, find Kaloi, find Sean in the back.
That's out there.
SOD lands. Supermarco gets the kill onto Sean, while Marco still alive. Tight. Flaptzy with a final slash.
And they're gonna continue the onslaught, and they finally take them down. It is a wipeout for Team Falcons, and the drought is finished. It descended for the Falcons' nest.
Moskov is a hero, often connected with comebacks and redemption. When you thought their flight has ended, they continue to fly on the wings of Super Marco!